We are back at the Union League with our special guest co-host Shane Victorino from the second annual Celebrity Fashion Show, which is always interesting to see the fashion sense that these guys have. Let me start off by asking you a little bit about the Victorino Foundation, where all the money goes. Tell us a little bit about the Shane Victorino Foundation for those people who aren't familiar with it.
You know, I started my foundation a few years ago, and when I started my foundation, I wanted to give back to children, and that's ultimately what it was about. You know, it was underprivileged kids who are in need, and you know, my first project was a Boys and Girls Club here in Nicetown, and you know, just going there and making the first initial, you know, offer to renovate this building and you know, jumpstart this whole project. And now just watching it, you know, from my first visit to my second visit to my third visit, you know, being back a couple weeks ago, painting the walls, I think just watching everything progress. I mean, it's been absolutely amazing. You know, yeah, was it a hefty pledge of a lot of money to, you know, donate to the Boys and Girls Club? Yes, it was. But you know what? It wasn't about that. It was about, you know, getting these kids somewhere to go after school, to give them something to do, some kind of program, get them off the streets and keep them out of trouble. And I think this was, you know, is just one of those projects that I'm looking forward to it. You know, the 22nd of September is the grand opening, and you know, as it inches closer and closer, I mean, obviously being here tonight, this is just a start of you know, helping raising money for this cause and, you know, for my foundation. But I can't wait to the September 22nd to go there and see these kids in this brand new facility and enjoy every bit of it.
Certainly, you mentioned the fact that you didn't just give the money, you also went out there to check on the place. Let's actually show you a little bit about what Shane Victorino does, at least with a paintbrush, as he takes a look at the Boys and Girls Club in Nicetown.
Now I know I don't need to hire a painter. I can just tell my wife, here's the paint.
Shane and his wife, Melissa, have invested a year of their lives into the renovation of the Boys and Girls Club in the Nicetown section that will bear Shane's name when it reopens near the end of September. It's a project that has seen a total overhaul of the facility, and with the grand reopening approaching, Shane is pleased with the progress being made.
I'm very excited. You know, every time we've come back here, it's you know, the project has definitely changed. You know, one, now having drywall up and being able to be here today to paint the, you know, some of the walls, and just watching the whole project come along. I mean, from the, you know, concrete being poured downstairs. Last time we were here, the basketball court was full of mud, you know, because everything was taken out. So, you know, just the overall project. I mean, seeing these new windows up and just day by day, just, you know, I can't wait till, you know, the 22nd of September to walk in and see it all done. Well, it's just an odd color. I mean, if you can put blue on the bottom, that's what I was trying to, like, picture, the royal blue and green.
As part of the Shane Victorino Foundation, the Phillies center fielder pledged $900,000 to the Boys and Girls Club. But Shane and Melissa's contributions go well beyond dollars and cents. And the fly-in, or in this case, painting Hawaiian, wouldn't have it any other way.
I think that's what it's all about, you know, being here and being part of the project. You know, my wife picking out the paints and the colors, and you know, two of us come here today to paint and, you know, to put some touches up on the wall. Yeah, I'd love all day and paint all these walls, but obviously, you know, I do have a game tonight. So, but just being hands-on, I think it means a lot. You know, not just for myself, but for the kids to know that, you know, I put some time and effort into this project, and, you know, makes the project that much better. Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't want to do it, because if I do it, I'm going to make it a disaster.
Vic may be a five-tool player, but on this job, he learned that painting is not one of those tools.
I would probably say not, as much as I would say I'd love to do it around my house, but you know, obviously just going by the touches up on the first part of the wall, having the smoother coming behind me, I think I'd do all right, but I'm sure there'd be a lot of botches and a lot of, you know, thick paint areas, but, you know, for the most part, I'd do it. I'd like to have some fun, you know, do stuff around the house, but, you know, I don't see myself being a painter when I'm done with baseball.
I'm laughing over here with him giving instructions to Scott Palmer on how to paint, and apparently he's a harder painter than me because he's got evidence on his clothes and his face of his job today. And I think it's great that he's already knowledgeable enough to pass on his expertise to the next.
If I didn't get 4 hits tonight, I'm going to come back tomorrow. I hit 2 home runs. I'll be painting tomorrow morning. I'll be coming by to help you all paint.
Still ahead, Shane trades in the roller for a suit, jacket, and tie. We'll have all the sights and sounds as the Phillies stroll down the runway.